Air. Way too early for the fate. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk about a little bit of a controversial subject between people. Chains versus kennels, pros and cons. You know, break down. Because I mean, I don't mind either. You know, I like both of them. I've had both of them.
You
My old
say
yard.
say that again.
I had both kennels and chains. I don't now, but I did. I had 10 kennels set up in my other dog yard. And I mean, I like them. I don't. They both have their uses. You know what I mean? Like I really liked having them to where I could put my young dogs in them and stuff, and I could work them in it and get them used to that. But now young dogs just transition straight to a small chain.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've not noticed. I mean, I'm not using nothing like they're really small. Like the whole chain probably. Oh, the whole 10-foot chain probably only weighs like 1.5 pounds or something.
But one thing that you got to take in consideration when you saying this is you stay in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And state laws are state laws. See, down here in Texas, we're not allowed to have chains.
Yeah.
So some people have certain options that they are stuck to. And you know, if you're gonna do it the legal way, you gotta be
follow these city ordinances.
Yeah, to the fullest extent.
I called and talked to before I even set up the first chain. I called and talked to the animal control officer. I got a picture of Jarvis with. I called him and asked him like, what's all the laws? Just give me a rundown of all the laws. You know what I mean? And, like what's legal for me to keep them in? What's necessary? Like what do they need when you show up? What are you looking for them to have? All that type of stuff. So basically, he said, as long as they have a good house, food and water, and they ain't got like nothing in their chain that they could get tangled up on or anything, I mean, ain't nothing nobody can do. So, as far as my city goes, that's what's. As long as you're keeping them where they can't get tangled up, and they got a 10-foot chain.
Right.
Some places might even require you to have a 15-foot chain or something. You know what I mean? Like they might have a different. And then other places will also tell you the chain can't be, but like half. Like I don't know. There's a certain percent of the dog's body weight that the chain can't be over. Weight wise. Because I mean, I've heard of them weighing the chains. So just kind of kind of keep in mind when you're picking the size of chain and all that stuff. You know how much it's going to weigh, the material the chain is made out of.
Right.
But as far as kennels, I mean, I really liked my kennels. They're a lot of work. I know that. Like, they're way more work than a chain spot as far as keeping them clean. You know what I mean? Even going in and out of them, trying to feed dogs, like you're doing more things with your hands.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, I mean, that's one thing about them. I don't know. They were really good because I could split up like my dirty girl litter from the moment they were like 12 weeks old or 14 weeks old or something. They each had a 10 by 10 themselves on the old yard. And
Tim Hendricks, salute. Quick FC, what's happening?
Yep. And
You gotta pay attention to that chat because I really ain't gonna be in it. I'm not gonna be in that chat like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be in that chat like this. So be able to read them all, man. But so you gotta stay up on it. Yeah, Usam, man, new member.
Tim Hendricks.
Yeah, man, I gotta.
Little J. Your wife's in here, like she said. If you ain't a member, what are you doing? It's only $1. Hit that like button.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so I'm not like sold on as far as safety. You know what I mean? I'm not really sold on one that's safer than the other. It's really how you got them set up. You know what I mean? Like I will say this: my fair share of accidents that I've had have all been because of kennels. I've not had a single accident because of a chain. Because I mean, I stay up on them and stuff, and like they can't. And I even had like rocks going around them and stuff. But I just, you know, when a determined dog wants to get out of something, they'll get out of something. So one thing I did was I had a 10 by 10, right? I took a chain and drove it in the center, and I pulled it and I cut it where it's about like a foot short from the wall. That way, if the dog put on the side of the kennel. If people are gonna chain dogs in kennels, make sure that it's like the chain's shorter. That way, the dog can't get up on the side of the walls and like hook that chain on the side of the wall and potentially hang itself or anything like that. I've known of good dogs to die like that. They hung themselves because the owner put them in a chain. And the chain.
I've had a dog. I had a dog that hung herself. Yeah, when I was younger. But you know, they like the #1 escape artist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They get out of anything.
Yeah.
My dirty girl pups, they get out of my kennels, and I go over there, and they'd just be like sitting outside of the kennel, and I'd have to put them back in it. Like, little assholes. They get out like every other day or something. So I mean, when I moved this property, the main reason I got rid of my kennels at all, I would have kept them, but this property it ain't made for kennels. It's nothing but a hill. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a 30-degree grade. There's nowhere flat for a kennel to be set up at.
Yeah.
So I got rid of it.
And had no choice but to do the chain spots.
Yeah. So, but here, probably next summer, I am gonna build me a 10 kennel run on the side of the yard, and it'll have like a concrete floor. And I'm gonna build the kennels. I'm not buying no kennels. I'm gonna build them. They're gonna be like 5 by 10 versions of Tom Garner's, I guess. It's kind of the best way I could describe it. His big wooden ones, that's what I'm gonna do, but smaller 5 by 10. And I'm gonna do 5 by 10s because the dogs ain't gonna live in them.
Yeah.
That'll just be like when I have like these litter of puppies, I can put them in it and stuff like that. So
it's gonna be off of the ground.
No, it's just gonna be. It's gonna be a concrete pad, probably 6 inches thick.
But you don't want to. Oh, so you're not a believer in having it a little bit off the ground, you know, for the pups.
I have a high box.
Okay. Yeah.
Me and my stepdad built my high box. Yeah, it works really good. that would be like once I already got them off the mama and everything. Like they're
Yeah,
ready to go into where they're gonna grow up till they're big enough to go on a chain spot.
yeah,
Is all I would use it for, really. I wouldn't even try to
yeah,
put older dogs in it or anything.
yeah,
But I want to do it concrete. I'm gonna run some drains that way I can spread out and all that stuff. Mainly it's just so I can like handle my pups and stuff. I'll tell you something else too. I noticed
what?
with kennels, right? You keep a
Mm-hmm.
puppy in a kennel. Sometimes they're really cool when you go in, and sometimes they're like, why are you coming in here? Versus like
Yeah,
on a chain, it seems like they're always happy to see you. I don't really
right.
know why. I can't, because like let's say Brick out here. I had him in my high box, just because he was so
Yeah,
young, and he hated being off the ground. He had never been kept like that. He was born on a concrete slab, like I was talking about. So
right,
he hated being off the ground. And then he acted funny. He would never come to me. Like I'd have to get in the dog box to get him and get him to come out. But now I put him on
right.
a chain. He'll come running up, barking at you like he wants you to pet him. Totally different acting dog.
Yeah,
So I mean, sometimes like it sucks for it to be illegal. You know what I mean? But in like Texas and stuff, I understand. It's so hot, all that stuff. If they don't have shade, they could die.
but
So
yeah, yeah. I don't know what it's like in because there's some states that you can have it that's stupid hot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't. I hate that it's illegal for people because some dogs might really do good in kennels and some dogs might really do good in chains and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
so it kind of sucks that people don't have the option to be able to do either with their dogs.
yeah,
But, all right, so I must go read a little bit of information I wrote. So, chain
yeah.
spots are not exclusive to APBT or related breeds, but they are the most common method of containing these dogs simply because of their extreme strength. The media would like you to believe that chaining a dog, especially a APB or a breed like an APBT, is a sign of cruelty or a sign of dog fighting, but this couldn't be the furthest from the truth. While it is
Right.
true that dog fighters tend to use chain spots because of the large amounts of dogs that they tend to own, I hope that this will explain why chain spots are not only the best, most secure choice for containing your dog, but also the safest, like in legal states. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In legal states. What is a chain spot? So a chain spot is a securely staked chain in the ground used to keep dogs, most commonly hunt and hound breeds and the APBT, from escaping, but still allowing them freedom in the yard. Chain spots are accompanied by a doghouse, water bowl, and sometimes a food bowl. Dog fighters tend to use them because they are much cheaper than kennel runs, safer for the dogs. Dogs can break teeth fighting through the fence, easier to clean and easier to maintain. They can easily be identified by law personnel from the air by the telltale bear dirt circles created by the chain dragging through the grass. They are good not only for DA dog breeds, but also for fence hoppers, diggers, and for owners who have no fence or have no incomplete or broken fences in their yard. Yeah, so my old dog yard, I wish I would have thought about it. My old dog yard, you could
Yeah.
see it clear as day. I mean, circles just clear as day. And like my new yard, it's kind of like Tom Garner's. You won't be able to see that on GPS or on satellite because of the trees. The trees just blocks it. It wasn't like I
That's
intentionally
what's
did
up.
that. The trees
Mm-hmm.
just block it. So
That's what's up.
chains, pros, allows more mobility within a limited space. It can be cost effective and easy to set up. Useful for
Yeah.
temporary restraint or permanent restraint when we're working with multiple dogs. Yeah, see, that's what I do. I go up in the dog yard and I work them all together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll flirt pole them, I'll tug them, I'll let them tug with each other. I work all my dogs together usually.
Yeah.
Cons. So limited protection from harsh weather conditions. potential risk of injury if improperly secured or if the dog tangles itself. It doesn't provide secure containment, increasing chances of escape or entanglement. Yeah, I mean, if you have a crappy collar, or you ain't got like a good stake around, you know what I mean? Like, in my old dog yard, I used a 2-foot piece of angle iron. And, there was one spot in my yard that was kind of a low spot, and the ground was always a little softer, and like when I drove it in there, I thought it was fine. Well, not a month later, I had a female pull the chain out of the ground, and and I mean, I never would have thought that would have happened, but it did. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe she pulled that 2-foot piece of angle iron up out of the ground. So up here at my new yard, my dirt's better to do that with here than that other one. The other one, it was like more dry. This is like real moist, dark dirt. So kennels, pros. Provides full containment, protection from weather, reduces risk of injury, and allows controlled movement. Can be customized for comfort and feeding setups. Yeah. So they have them they have the gate thing that you can buy to like bolt to the retriever kennel that has the food bowls where you can pour their food and water in and spin it around into the kennel. I have a roof on mine. I have the concrete paving stones in my retriever kennel. Let me see. When I get it moved where I'm gonna permanently set it up, I'm gonna put 2 2x4s through it. And I'm going to screw a barrel down to them 2 2x4s, and then I'm going to screw a piece of plywood there so it can have like a flat spot to lay, next to its kennel. And I'm probably going to drill or cut 2 holes in it where 2 metal food bowls can sit down in the platform, that way.
Because you were saying you were trying to have pre-feeders. You big on the pre-feeders, right?
No, I'm not big on them, but it's something I've recently given a try. Like I can't recommend it for a big yard yet because I haven't tried it. I actually just day before yesterday cut all my pipe for them. I gotta go get the zip ties so I can zip tie them to their wooden poles. And but all the dogs, I've got 3 of them. I've got 1 in my retriever kennel, 1 in my high kennel, and I had 1 for Judge, and like just trying it out, slowly kind of implementing it. And I mean, I really like so far. I mean, the dogs. I've had a dog chew on the top of one just a little bit, but that's it. And I'm going to use that. That was PVC pipe is the one that got chewed on. So I'm going to use black corrugated pipe. I think they're 6 or 8 inches. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to zip tie it straight to their poles and pour them full. And then they sell black caps for it. You know what I mean? So you can like cap off the end of the pipe or whatever. And I'm going to buy each one of them a cap for the top of it. Yeah. That way their food won't get wet or whatever. And like even say if their food, like a lot of people was like, well, what about ants and stuff? I've not really noticed ants messing with the ones I have. I'm not. What is your
what is your bug situation?
I mean, we got tons of bugs here. Tons of bugs.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. I spray with permethrin and stuff like that. So I mean, I keep the bug and lime and all that stuff. So I keep the bugs pretty killed down. Okay. So I don't really have to worry about it as much. Also, you know how like I mix up fly spray. So whenever I'm doing it, I'll spray like the bottom rim of the food bowl in the automatic feeder, like the outside. I'll spray the outside all the way up the sides of the food bowl with that same fly spray. And I've noticed that like bugs don't really crawl on them neither. Like it's almost like they can't get up the bowl to get into the feeder. Yeah. Because of that spray I've been spraying on it. So cons: requires more space and can be expensive. Needs proper sanitation to avoid health issues. Some dogs might feel restricted and become restless. Yeah, so I had that issue right with my rogue dog and my judge dog. Right. them dogs will run figure eights into the ground. Like they'll run into figure eights for so long you can literally see the path that they're running. Like they'll dig ruts, look like a dirt bike went through there digging a figure eight. So like they're just non-stop in the kennels and the bark at everything. And now that they're on chains, they're both calm, cool, collected dogs. And Rogue had lived most of her life in a kennel as of right now. Like she's lived more of her life in a kennel than on a chain. So
And what's the difference?
she's a lot calmer. She's a lot more just chill, hanging
So
out.
that's one thing I noticed with dogs on the chain. Dogs on the chain, they tend to be more aggressive. You know?
But
Yeah.
so I think they feel open to the elements. You know, like there's nothing around them keeping that away from them. So I think they feel like they have to be defensive like that.
And it'd be some good. Man, I've seen dogs that get put on a chain, and that whole like structure change. Like they, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even Rogue. The difference in her in the kennel in my backyard versus up here on a chain is totally different. Like she stays ripped here,
Right.
versus like she just stayed good, decent, shape at the other house. Like not too fat, not too lean. Like she'd keep herself, about balance. But up here she stays ripped.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're running on literally like when they're playing around and stuff, they're on like a 30-degree grade maybe. Like it's pretty steep. When we come to putting dogs up here, my buddy was like, "You can put dogs on this?" Because he's not from the mountains. He said, "You can put dogs on this?" I said, "Hell yeah, you can." And I mean, they like it. They like it. You can tell. One thing I really like about it is I've dug a little bit of ditches, and like whenever they're using the bathroom or anything, it'll run down my ditches and not into each other's chain spots. And then you just lime all the ditch and lime their chain spots, and there ain't no smell issues or nothing.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about sanitation, right? When you're kennels, say you have them paving stones in the kennels, they'll tend to stink more than like say just an open dirt chain spot. You really got to spray them down with chemicals and stuff to get them to not stink. And even when it rains and like the water puddles up in them or something, like if it's say mine don't puddle now, but at the old house it puddled because it was on such flat ground. So it kind of would make it stink. Here it don't puddle because it's on a little bit of a hill. It's down here closer to my house, and I've noticed that. Like I've noticed that up here it's just a lot. It's a little more work to take care of them, as far as like I have to carry water to each one of their chains. I'm gonna change that soon. I don't know if Bubba Mex, he talks about what's called a Lixit. To look it up, people interested, it's a Lixit L100, right? And it's a thing that goes on the end of a spigot, and the dog touches it. It has like a little flapper thing, and the dog touches it, water comes out. So I'm gonna take and pipe up my water system to each dog, and I'm gonna put in them Lixit for every dog I got, and then I won't even have to water. They'll have water all the time, cold, fresh spring water. So that's one of my plans for probably next summer. That's what I'm gonna try to knock out. I'm cool with carrying waters till then.
But do you think by doing that you're gonna be spending less time? With your dogs, they're not gonna get the
more
same bond
activities.
Okay.
Because like they don't care if I'm pouring water into their damn bowl. You know what I mean? Like they don't see that as, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? They just like, heck yeah, water. So like if I did that, then I would have probably 2 hours that I could get and take them and work them or something. You know what I mean? Versus, because I mean, watering 20 plus dogs up here, it probably takes an hour and a half.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that'll make it where I can like do like a lot with them. Like I'll have that
Right.
much extra time, you know. If I run each one of them on for 20 minutes on the mill, hell, that's like 8 dogs or something
Yeah.
that I could run on the mill. That's half of them right there. Bam. That would give me in 2 days, I would have more time to run each one of them than, and like, I don't know. My main concern really with that is I wouldn't have bugs. Mosquitoes wouldn't try to hang around as much.
Yeah.
All that stuff. They would never be drinking water that like a bug has landed in at all. Because like most of the time when they get like worms and stuff or anything like that, people don't think about it. But what if a fly lands in their water and then flies off and it had worm larvae on it?
Yeah.
Bam, there you got worms. And like, okay, here's an example. If you have if one dog gets worms right up the hill and it poops and a fly lands on it, and then
It's passing it
it
down.
goes. Yep. So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to eliminate that by getting rid of the waters. Like I won't have no, because it don't matter how on top of everything you are, right? There is
Right.
still things that are out of your control. So each time you limit something, it's gonna change that something else will be out of your control. So it's just
Right.
figuring out a balance. So I mean, both methods have their place on what you need. Structure, control, safety, and convenience. So it's just whatever fits the person, you know, that's handling these dogs, raising these dogs. There is no right or wrong in these dogs. People wants to act like there is no right or wrong.
Well,
Everybody,
I do think there's a wrong.
yeah,
The wrong is housing the dog to the point where the dog is either not getting the right amount of attention or is improperly housed to the point to where it can escape and cause somebody, another dog, or itself bodily harm.
Yep, that is true. So like as far as which one you pick, you know, chain or kennel, there's no right or wrong. But like you can set everything up a messed up way to, you know, cause yourself problems, cause your dog problems. So growing up, my dad, see, he learned everything on his own. Like he got into the dogs like really on his own. Like my nanny had him, but that's my stepdad's mom. So like, my dad got into him on his own, and all this stuff, like some of this stuff I know and I'm picky on is stuff I learned when I was a little kid. You know what I mean? Like we didn't know, you know how there's the quick link, then the swivel, then the quick link, then an O-ring that you put on the collar.
Yeah.
Like my dad didn't know about that back in the day. Like nobody told him to do that. So he took his snaps and put them on each dog's collar and welded the snap shut.
Right.
And we still had a dog get loose. She pulled her head out of the collar. And she had never done that before. Yeah. It was the time we lost Dixie. So
these dogs are the #1 escape artists in the world, boy.
Yep. And they hated each other. Like their hate for each other was way worse than anything. And it was like that from the time Panic was probably like 10, 14 weeks old. She hated her mama. And her mama hated her. So it was almost like just trying to keep them apart all the time. That's all it was. That's how it was raising them two. Let's see what the chat's saying. Yeah, I mean, that's why you have to treat the water, but like, what are you treating water with? You know what I mean? Like, some of that stuff. If I do them licks I ain't got to treat nothing. I'll drink fresh spring water straight out of a pipe. And I don't see no issue in it.
Lay down.
Like a lot of people, like
lay down.
They're worried about like whether or not that they spend time with them as far as like their maintenance. When you're maintaining them, that's not spending time with them. You know what I mean? Like I have so many dogs. I'm not out here like, oh, come here, little buddy. The whole time
Well,
I'm, I'm petting them and like, I'll
no.
take care of them and then I'll go love them. You know what I mean? That
Well,
way, and they
I think
understand when I'm working.
I think any time spent with a dog is a good time. Whether it's
Yeah.
maintenance, anything, it's all positive time, and they get to see you in a different light. So they get to see you when you move it around, might be cleaning the area.
Mm-hmm.
They get to see you when you're relaxing. They get to see you when it's time to work.
Yep.
You know, every little interaction, because unlike us, those dogs study a human harder than a human to study a dog any day, every day of the week. You know.
So my dogs don't. My dogs never see me relaxing ever.
Yeah.
They don't. So I don't bring them in my house at all. I have an inside dog, and I mean it's her house. You know what I mean? She don't use the bathroom or none of that. Like she's gold.
Yeah.
She is gold, right? As far as it
Right.
goes to being in the house, she don't chew nothing up. She don't
That's
mess with
Michonne.
nothing.
I could lay
So
I could lay wires in front of Michonne. Michonne ain't touching nothing.
hell yeah.
Like she good. Like if you see her right now, you would think she a docile. She ain't nothing. But she a whole different dog, man.
Yep.
Yeah. But see, that's the dope thing about her. Like I'm sitting there working out, talking to you, going back and
She's
forth.
watching.
She ain't in the way. Now my other dog, I couldn't even do a push up. That boy be all in my face, everything. She don't mess in the house. She don't, man, she good. We got hard floors, and each room has carpet in it. She knows not to go in the room that has rooms in the carpet. She's a very intelligent dog, man.
So I run Jeep. Said elevator be talking. All I hear is my, me, mine. Yeah.
It's elevated show, bro.
It's elevated perspective. Why would I give you any other perspective? I don't know why you people come on here
No.
like that.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
But I mean, but at the same time, elevated, he might just be tuning in, but
yeah,
no, it's elevated perspective.
Yeah,
Whether I agree, disagree, or whatever the case may be, this is through elevator's eyes, so it's elevator's time.
Like, if you want your perspective put in, jump on. You're welcome to come up here and talk. This is a place where people.
Let me put the link in the chat.
You know what I mean?
Link in the chat. Hold on.
The people so you're the second person that said that same comment. That's why I said that. That's y'all two that said that.
Well, I mean, but you still have to give the thing that a lot of people don't tune in on a regular basis. They tune in, they catch this, and you talking your talk, then it's easy for it to.
What's the issue with that, right? I own 20 plus dogs. I go to dog shows. I'm living this lifestyle. I'm not pretending on YouTube. I live this lifestyle. I was up till 12 o'clock last night feeding puppies, looking at puppies. Like, I'm not pretending. So when I talk about me, mine, that's because I built this shit from the ground up. And I can give you a perspective of somebody that started in a hard world to start the Pitbull Terrier. You know what I mean? I started at a hard time, right at, like really getting out there in the internet right around COVID time. So I don't even know.
Young fam, what's happening? Salute though, I run Jeep, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad. Come up here and talk with us. You might have a different perspective. The name of the show is Elevated Perspective, but when people come up, that's what I want you to do. From my experience, I've seen this. That's what I want you to do. That way, people can get the full perspective, not. And I say me and mine because I didn't buy my dogs. I made them. I don't really buy dogs. Ask anybody that knows me. Last year I gave away like $5,000 worth of dogs I bought. Do I feel bad about it? No, not really. I don't even miss them. I've replaced them with dogs I made.
Yeah.
So.
boy.
Welsh said, "Talk your shit, elevated." Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Salute,
Like,
Welsh. Salute.
when people click on the name Elevated Perspective, what do
Hmm.
they think they're gonna get? Do they
Well,
think they're gonna
what?
get Dre's perspective?
Well, they might not know. They might not tie one to the two. You
Yeah.
know, they might think elevated perspective might be uh something else. You know,
We
they
gotta
were
change it to Elevated Kennels Perspective.
can do that.
I'm
Hey,
just kidding. I'm
it's
just
your
kidding.
show.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding completely.
young
But
young fam say, don't feed into that elevated. Keep it about the dogs. You
yeah, I mean
doing great.
that's
Don't
what I
nobody
want.
want to hear you talk about him. Roger that. Well, you heard it from the chat. Let's keep it moving then. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. So um here coming up. So I've about replaced every single chain I got. I got 4 chains that I'm gonna replace whenever I keep an eye on them. They're getting close.
Uh-huh.
So and I mean they all got young little dogs on them.
Yeah.
So the ones I need to change. But I've had my 2 oldest chains on my yard are probably 7 years old right now.
Right. What about the okay. Forget the chains. Let's talk about the collars. The
Okay.
wear and tear,
Mm-hmm.
you know, over the time frame. And you have a particular brand of collar that you've been buying for years, you've been going back and forth, and you say it's they're weathered, they still hold strong. What does that have to do with the chain?
So okay, you can put as good of a chain as you want to on that dog, right? If you
Yeah,
listen to a shitty collar, then you got a shitty chain set up.
right.
So I use the AE Bulldog Supply collar.
Mm-hmm.
AE Bulldog Supply. And I've bought probably 50 of them from them, close to 50.
Yeah.
And they last a long time. My last ones I had for probably 4 years.
Yeah.
And they still look good and clean. Like if you take them off and clean them, you can clean all the oils and stuff out of them, let them dry, put them right back on the dog, and they ain't no issues.
Yeah.
Now I did have one from Tractor Supply that I bought like when I first started getting dogs, and like other dogs than Mason or Nero or any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it at Tractor Supply, and something about it was so good for a long time. Like they look good, you know what I mean? They're nice and strong, but something about the material, even if you washed it, it never lost its like oiliness, and it would cause dogs to get collar rub.
Right.
So when I have a dog that gets collar rub, I use what's called the pink swat, and I'll
What's
put it in
that?
a kennel. It's a cream that's for like it says it's for bugs, you know what I'm saying? Like to keep bugs and stuff or cuts or any of that.
Yeah.
Big C said he uses the Stillwater kennel collars. So I've heard a lot about
Stillwater kennels. Yeah.
Yep, I've heard a lot about them.
Yeah.
The reason I fool with AE Bulldog Supply is because they hook me up. They're good people. They know how many I'm buying at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I ask around also. Hey, look, I'm trying to buy 30 collars. What can you do me on 30 collars? Because I know a lot of people ain't buying that, and
it's a deal. That's a deal coming.
Yeah, they're like the only one that hooked me up. So
yeah,
I've supported them ever since.
Yeah.
They have
They
nice 1-inch collars. They have 1.5 inch collars. They got 2-inch collars. They have bungee leashes. They have like working harnesses. They have weighted harnesses, weighted collars. They sell snaps and links and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure they sell whole chain setup.
Yeah.
I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. And it's as far as I know, it's the Epineps. Epineps that run it. I mean, I've had the guy I contact is Trevor Epinet, and he always has done me good. I will salute that man right there. He has always done me good.
Right.
comes my product will be here in 3 days. Like I've never had an issue with that. But
Where does he
one thing
stay?
people, yeah, huh?
What state? What state does he live in?
Louisiana.
Oh,
I
okay, so
think it's either
it's got
Louisiana
to.
or Arkansas.
Oh, so he's not in your state, so that's good for 3 days.
Uh huh. That's what I said. That's what I said. So, but that's one thing I've noticed. Like the material of the collar. Like I've got a few leather collars that are probably 7, 8 years old, and they still look like about the day I bought them.
Yeah,
Like, they're still in
yeah,
great condition.
How thick the
yeah.
motherfuckers is?
Huh?
How wide are the collars? Like
2 inches.
how much of the neck? How much of the neck do it disappear?
2 inches.
2 inches. Okay.
Yeah, I have a 3.5 inch collar that Mason wears that shows that I bought at Tom's, but it ain't like a chain collar. You know what I mean? It's more like look good type of collar. But
Gotcha.
these leather ones I'm talking about, I think they're like $20-something a piece or something. I mean, they're a little expensive, but man, they're nice, and they've held up good too. I've been surprised. The oil on the dog's neck keeps them in good shape. LaQuentin, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah,
Spring, what's going down, bro?
yeah, what's up, bro?
Man, so I think I got a free week because shit. Yesterday was Memorial Day, and I think my orientation's supposed to start on Monday. So she
Okay.
probably gonna send me an email talking about come in next week on Monday. So I
Uh,
got 3 more days to bust y'all ass for this motherfucking dog show.
right on
Uh,
time, huh?
right on time, boy. That 3 day 7.5 mile walk back to back to back. Gonna do the finishing
Yeah,
touches. Yes, sir. I see you over there, goddamn it. You ain't gonna be out of shape too long. 8 week
shit.
heat, goddamn it.
Man, I'm so overweight and out of shape, boy.
What's your
Ooh-wee.
height? What's your
Huh?
height?
5'11". I got in a real bad accident, but messed my back up. So they said I was like 5'10" and a half since the accident.
Mm,
Huh?
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm.
Hey,
How many how many
well,
how many how many pounds you trying to shave off?
man, bro, I ain't worried about that. Trust in the process, man. I'll drop that shit quick, bro.
No, I'm just
With
saying
that.
how many of them is you trying to shave off?
So the thing is, a lot of boys be focusing on the number. Stop focusing on numbers, man. Get your body light, tight, and right. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? A boy sit up here and say, man, I I'm 40 years old. I ain't never lived 350 before. I want to hit 350. Why? You push pencils. You know what I'm saying? You tapping on the keyboard for a living. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Now I'm being for real, bro. So I'm being dead serious. So at the end of the day, you focused on a number and you're not really focused on the progress. That's why I don't focus on numbers. What can you do at the end of the day? Because there ain't no end. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with the working out. It ain't no end. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You
For
set
sure, for
those
sure.
goals, you limit it in yourself. That's why I always say it's a lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? Like lifestyle change,
Yep.
you
For sure,
know?
for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So
So
nah,
I was just I
it
was
ain't
just
no set
inquiring.
weight. Ain't no set weight. When you see the veins popping out the abs, then I know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
And
Right,
so
for
the
sure, for
only
sure.
I'm not tooting or nothing. I'm just being like this.
Ah,
I'm just saying that
ah,
should be like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of focusing on the number, focus on
yeah.
the process. You
Right.
know?
No, I got you. I got you, bro. I understand where you coming from, bro.
Yeah.
so the
I'm just
underpins
so used to
canine.
hearing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to hearing that shit. My girlfriend being a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is just imagine me saying I can I can bench 350. What does that mean? What does it mean? So I can bench 350. I got to go tell the whole world now. All it is a bragging point. If you actually using that power for something, you got a job where you got like Dre, he got to move missiles, he got to move all types of stuff. They got to run with it. You know, that stuff means something. you know. But if you ain't competing, if you not, you know what I'm saying, in weightlifting, powerlifting, some type of competition, what is the point?
Yep.
Get in shape. You know what I'm saying? That's just
That
me
is
personally,
true.
though. Yeah.
So Young Fam Canine said, just want to say this. This is such a positive movement. We can't allow people to bring negativity in division.
Oh, it's
Yep.
so
I
the
salute you, bro.
yeah, but the thing is we've been pretty good with it lately, man.
Yeah.
Cause you know, I appreciate the haters at the end of the day, man. I do.
Or like,
Cause they still gotta watch.
even if we get into a little argument, bro. Like, if I call you my brother, like Dre says, I'm gonna ride for you, bro, and it don't matter.
Oh
You know what I
man,
mean?
you know how many times I've been checked live. If you wrong, you wrong. You right. Whatever the case may be. But at the same time, this stuff don't bother me one bit, man.
We still Shogun brothers at the end of the day, bro.
I
All the
got.
way.
I believe everybody in the chat, everybody who watching and all that stuff got their own personal issues going on in their own life. Forget this social media stuff, bro.
Yep. We just trying to put information out there to the community to, keep us all.
Elevators, you ready for the end of the month, bro?
Yeah.
You ready? You ready, Elevator?
Yeah, have you seen Jarvis?
I think I might have shit. I want to see him on the 31st or the next week after
Yeah.
that. That's when I want to see him.
We'll be out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to line some shit up. I'm lining some shit up for July too. My
When
baby.
I got that dog, he was
So,
64
come here.
pounds.
Get up.
When he come from Leicester, he was 64 pounds.
Yeah.
Now he's 40.
Shaw. Get up there. Shaw. Come on. Get your butt up there. Hup. Good girl. Lay down.
I ran him for 35 minutes straight yesterday on the email.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Just straight pacing.
Yeah.
So,
boy, my fat ass get in shape, boy.
Is that what your challenge is? You're gonna be on the email?
I mean, nobody ever really clarified so I'm ready for anything.
You know, a lot of people didn't really clarify a lot. You know, a lot of people got the call outs, but it really couldn't. They really couldn't get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what are we doing? Like posting pictures of them and letting it be an open poll, or are we gonna have them on the live videoing them while they're standing there, or are we gonna have them working while we're videoing it? Like, I don't know.
It's gonna still be an open poll.
Call out?
For me and you?
Yeah. Did we ever decide on doing that or not?
I don't know. Shit, you want to have one? Shit, we can line some shit up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if we figure out what we're gonna want to do. I'm down with that.
Shit, but low key, I ain't gonna stunt. The traditional voting pool is cool, but moving forward, if I call somebody out, it will not be voting. We will be paying for a ref.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that poll moving
Hey.
forward.
Hey, a call out is a call out. You call it how you want it.
Yep.
I'll pay schoolboy. We could pay schoolboy. We could pay Fat Bill, and we could pay somebody a yoke pick. I feel like me and you both can agree on schoolboy. You know, I fuck with Fat Bill, and then you can pick whoever you fuck with.
Let's see. Okay, I got one. We'll ask Hunter Man. He'll do it.
Bet.
Yeah. And he knows what a dog in shape looks like.
We're gonna start putting pressure on motherfuckers. They're gonna be like, the pressure gonna get put on a person to want to compete with the digital dog show. They gonna have to respect it. I don't care if I gotta pop in people's shows and me in the middle of their show and start calling people out.
Yep.
But, you know, it is what it is, bro. It's all funny games and the dogs getting right. So I get $2.
Yeah, I love this stuff. Like, if this was a thing 10 years ago, oh my gosh, I'd have been all over it, bro.
What you mean?
Especially at that young of an
age, the digital dog show?
Yeah, I'd have been all over it 10 years ago. So, Yeah, 10 years ago, I'd have been all over it, ready for anything.
Yeah.
Mason would have been about almost 6 months old. So if it was a year ago,
Yeah.
he'd have been about 6 months old.
Yeah.
He was born December 18th. He'll be 11 this year.
I ain't gonna flex. I got a feeling, Big A.
What's up? Talk to me.
Due to popularity and the
Yeah.
dogs. I feel like June and July might be a little bit more intense because you got a lot of brothers out here ready to let their dogs do the talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about
the thing is, the digital dog show come with a catch-22 because the dog itself look good. You got to make the dog look good, but then you got to be out there showing your dog too, because you might have some people that really fool with you. You might have some fans. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to campaign yours. So as far as the public vote goes, but like you were saying, Supreme, you doing the 3 judges could be your spot too. Because you got to play it like chess. So if you were going up against somebody who real popular, always showing their dogs, and I know I had better dogs, and I know they had a better chance, I'm calling you out, and I want the judges to judge. If I got the popularity side, you know what I'm saying, then I'm going for the public vote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't up on game 2020.
Yeah.
I wasn't up on game 2000. Yeah. But it was okay because I still got second place though, so I ain't tripping. I love it.
Yeah, you gotta call your shot. Play your game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
I learned. Hey, you learn from them second and third places, goddamn it.
Yeah, keep it 100.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. Hey, so
what's up?
We could do Schoolboy, Fat Bill, and Boone.
Right.
Boone to do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Later since they'll do it.
Hell fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like if I know your dog and better has better confirmation than mine, but mine's are harder working than yours, let me see you on that slap mill.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, so me and Big Hill had to call out. I know he's busy right now, so I ain't.
Yeah.
But
he'll still do not get it twisted.
Yeah.
You call Big Hill to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So our the reason the call outs got started was because I said that I could work one with an email and get the same result as people with a walking them.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was me pick 2 dogs and me work one of them strictly on the mill and me work the other one only hand walking. And then him do the same thing because I know he has the email, but flip flop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him walk one on the email and him walk one hand walking. So and then we could stand the 4 dogs there and compare the results. That's what I wanted to do, but in all the hype, that kind of got shut down pretty fast.
Yeah.
But next time when we do something like that, that's what I want to do. I want somebody that we can do that.
You boys gonna respect this digital dog show. Hey, they gonna respect it when the ADBA be like, you know what?
Hey.
We're gonna throw a ad for y'all and y'all shit and that for.
Yeah.
And then they gonna be like, oh, digital dog show. Oh, okay, now you on board. Okay, come get that belt to ass.
There's already an ad in the Show Dog Journal, Supreme.
That's cool. That's cool. It's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, this is a machine that benefits all involved. Everybody benefits, So.
Yep, I'm liking it. It works.
Yeah.
Heck, we already at 54 minutes. Let's see. Big C said the warmer weather going to really bring the dogs out more because they can be worked more. Yeah. See, so the first 3 digital dog shows, like I
Mm-hmm.
don't even think I entered one in January because it was so cold. I couldn't do shit, and
Yeah.
my dogs look like walruses then, so I just didn't even enter nothing. And then I think I entered in March or no, February, and they were still kind of fat, but now they're all pretty ripped up.
Yeah. Well, it is that you going into the season anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Summer season. Pretty much everybody gonna have their dog lighter than winter.
Yeah. So I mean, we will see a little bit of variation in the dogs entered throughout the season, but that's fine. That's people need to take this into consideration, right? And then and now I wish I would have entered my dog's hog fat because there's certain people that needs to see how these dogs like look on a daily basis when they live in a whole dog yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You should blog. You should just be blogging, man.
Yeah. See, so I was cleaning up where I moved. I had to move abruptly. Like we had to move. The flood hit, and I moved all my dogs a week later. All of them. I didn't have no firewood up here. I mean, it wasn't even fully cleared. So like, I've been so busy this last winter. I didn't really get to do nothing. But like, I about froze my ass off. I had to get wood. I was busting wood when it was snowing outside.
Yeah.
This year, I'm gonna be a lot more prepared.
Yeah,
I
man.
already started gathering wood and everything.
Speaking of prepared, God dog, boy, I'm out of shape. Man, this shit kicking my ass, boy.
Hemi said, has Faye's nail healed up?
It should have by now.
Oh yeah. She back full strength.
Yeah.
I slapped a little bit of that new stock on there in 3 days. She good.
Yeah. I give them like a day or two for the tenderness, and then you know, if it's hanging, I'm gonna try and clip it with the clippers as best I can.
I think it popped off. It popped off. I kept spraying.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. And then after I clip it as high as I can, so it don't like snag even deeper, then I'll go do the flirt pole. It's usually gone.
Yeah.
Like ripping the band-aid off.
Mm-hmm.
And they be less likely to feel it because, you know, they said that flirt pole is so intense, they focus on that. And, you know, they pay college.
Yeah, they be paying attention.
Hey, Big A.
Yes, sir.
Insane Honey Badger said, Samurai, I got 2 pups I want to enter.
There you go.
Yep.
For the digital dog show or dog of the week?
Yeah, either one.
Do both. They free. You know what I'm saying? They free. Yeah. I don't have a WhatsApp handy, but I will make sure that we get that posted. I'll try and get it posted. Maybe next episode on the
Men at Work.
Either Men at Work, or if not, worst case scenario, it'll be in the morning for sure for the morning show.
Is that the dip bar you was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. You can move it around.
People don't realize by what you're doing right there. I work out just like you.
I do. I played D1 ball. I grew up in the weight room. I power lifted. Slightly did a little bit of bodybuilding, but I got out of that real quick. Yeah, so I've done a lot of stuff. You know, this is it for me.
That's the same method I use though. I go like back and forth. I'll do a few reps, then go over there and do some pull-ups, then go back and do some dips.
So
I like that.
This is just because I'm overweight and out of shape. This is just like me going through the motion. See, I would have been doing around the world, but if I did that, you be hearing me breathing stupid hard, looking like I'm about to pass out because I shouldn't be doing it because I'm not there yet. But it'd be like 10 pull-ups, 20 push-ups, 10 dips, 45 minutes non-stop, no breaks, no nothing. Man, I wouldn't be able to talk to you. See, I'm doing this because I can do this all day, all night. I just did 30 minutes of pull-ups nonstop, you know, and I'm only doing threes until I work my way back up to 20s. And it could take 2 months, it could take 6 months for me to get to 20, but trusting in the process. Huh?
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So do you know, like how you said, don't pay attention to the number?
Yeah.
Do you count dips or anything like that, or do you just do them?
So so my timer's on. My timer's on 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'm doing sets of 5s on the dips. I can do right now. I can get up there and do 20 dips.
Yeah.
It's not about doing 20 dips.
Exactly.
It's about, for me, you know what I'm saying? It's about the consistency. See, I could do these dips all day. We can have conversations. We can talk and do all of that, and I'm good. You know? So, and like I was saying, when it comes to focusing on the number, the repetitions that I'm doing is 5. I might do these 5 for the next week and a half. Then I'll up it to 6. 4 weeks down the line, I might be at 12, doing it the same way that I'm doing right now. 2 months down the line, I might be at doing 20s, just like I'm doing now. But a lot of people, like, they don't believe in the process. They don't believe in that grind to stick with this and do what they, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yep. That right there is how I got to build myself up too. I think that when people are like, I got to get into working out, right? They don't understand that build up program right there. What you're talking about.
It takes time. It takes time, consistency, effort. I got a client right now. I'm training him for an hour a day, and we starting at 1. Everything is a 1 rep, 1 rep, 1 rep. You know, so people be getting it confused or whatnot.
Well,
and
that
like
way, doing it that way, you see growth. 100, you see it that way.
Well, not you feel it.
Yeah,
you gonna see it, but you gonna feel it. So, powerlifting, doing all that other stuff, man. You have a shot of power. Boom, 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 boom. You out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was bigger as a kid, so I grew up fighting older kids and literally get my ass whooped. And I used to get my ass whooped so much, I learned how to take ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to protect myself enough and to take what you got. Now it's my turn. And I got win. And how I start is how I finish. How I start is how I finish. And I mean, I'm not just saying that like I'm some big Willie because they forget that. Like I say, I grew up getting my ass whooped. So, but I'm saying that even from the football perspective, like I started, Bo Jackson's my idol. I like Herschel Walker. Both of them a damn fool when it comes to this type of stuff. So, you know, follow suit. And don't help that I had me a nice little stint in that penitentiary too. So, you know, it's what it is, man.
Quick FC said, have y'all seen a dog with a toe that won't clinch, kind of sticks out? No.
That won't what?
That won't clinch? That kind of sticks out. Yeah, it won't clinch up. So it's probably like sprained its toe.
I had a dog where his toe, one of his toes had separated from the joint. It was just hanging. It looked, when all 4 feet were on the ground, it looked regular. But when you pay this a mind, like, damn. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing I could suggest is like, you can take a little popsicle stick and cut it to the right length you want it and sit it under its foot where its toe will sit up like a splint and just wrap that foot with that puppy wrap or whatever it's called and leave it for a little while.
Okay, elevator with the Boy Scout, god damn it. Okay, I see you.
bro.
Hey, Big A, my start
You
date
wouldn't
six
believe
two.
the shit I've healed up.
Yeah, 6'2".
Yeah, yeah. But next Monday, my start date.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the crazy shit I've healed up with like a natural approach versus.
Man, I would. I still don't believe. I say a full grown dog. That no, he wasn't full grown. I say he was about. I say Mink was probably about 11 months, 12 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had caught parvo. I took him on my homie crib playing with his husky he had just bought, and I brought that joker back home, and it was all fat the next day. I'm talking about I was unprepared. I was not no neo dog man. I was just a YN with two Red Boy Jeep Bolio dogs.
What'd you do to save it?
So I got the Pedialyte. I had went and bought some Pedialyte, and I had called a vet, a vet office,
Uh-huh.
and told them what was going on. And so we pulled up, and they was like, "Damn, we can't bring them in, but I got you." So they brought a UV bag out
Yeah.
and squoze it, and until it all puddled up on his back end, and
Yeah.
then boom, I took him back
Subcutaneous
home.
sweetness.
Yep, and then kept sliding that pure light down his mouth until and then he took a crap in the bathroom. Oh my lord.
Uh-huh. Smells god
Damn.
awful.
Oh my lord, bro. I told my
There's
man.
there's not a smell. You can smell the parvo in it. It smells like
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Smell like
So
what?
Death. Like a dead
Oh,
like a like
yeah.
if you took chicken out of your fridge and left it on your porch for about a week, that's kinda how it smells. It's awful.
Yeah.
I had 9 dogs come down with parvo when it flooded like 4 years ago almost. And
Yeah.
it was horrible. Like it was
horrible,
horrible.
man.
I healed it up by squirting distilled water with probiotics up their ass. That's what a vet told me to do.
Oh yeah.
Damn. He
Yeah, and
cold.
I mean,
Here you
and
go.
they
Elevator with the
bounced back.
Yeah.
How many days though? Because that mine took a week squirting it down his
Uh,
mouth.
about 3 to 4 days, I noticed a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
start back eating a little bit. You start giving the regular
Uh,
people food.
so a dog can live up to 3 weeks without eating, right? But it can
Right.
only live for 3 days without water.
Yeah.
So when a dog has parvo, trying to feed it, you're really causing a worse problem. It's a it's a stomach issue. It's in their gut. It eats the lining of their gut up and stuff, and it causes
Yeah.
them to be anemic. And from my understanding, and so like I didn't. I'll tell you what it did.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
I'll tell you what I was feeding. So I took a whole chicken and cut it up, and I boiled that and made my own chicken broth. And then
Yeah.
I took and boiled eggs, and I took the egg yolks, and I would heat that chicken broth up in the microwave, and I'd take
Yeah.
like say 2 egg yolks, and I'd put them in it, and then break them up with a fork, and it'll turn like a yellow liquid. Like that egg yolk will break completely up in that warm
Yeah.
water, and then I
Hey,
let them drink that.
hey, we gotta end this show, man. We got Men at Work coming up next, man. And I gotta handle some business. Yeah, man. Supreme, where can they find you at, bro?
Man, until I start working next week, man, y'all can find me outside cutting grass and working straight, man.
Uh-huh. What he said. Elevated. What's
Elevated,
happening?
elevated kennels. You can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We got some stuff coming. If you're interested in a
Uh-huh.
puppy, hit me up on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Let me know where you're
Yeah.
located. Let me know where you're
Yeah.
located, because that's
Yeah.
important. If you're driving from California, I'm gonna hook you up. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you're driving from Texas, I'm gonna hook you up. Like, but if you're my
Yeah.
next door neighbor,
If you driving out of region, he gonna hook you up.
yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Because I don't drive, so I try to do that for people.
Okay. Yeah, man. And y'all know what it is, man. We got that digital dog show coming up, boy. Yeah, buddy. Man, you better get involved, man, while it's free. Over $600 in cash prize giveaways. Got a couple of call outs. Man. And then we got the dog of the week. Every week, weekend to weekend to weekend to weekend. Every Friday, man, it's payday, boy. What you waiting on? What you waiting on, man? Just for sending in a shot. And
Hey man,
salute Usam. Huh? What's happening?
y'all might find me in the future on Mad busting ass for call outs too.
On Madden?
No, Madden.
Hey, who you play with?
The Bears.
Oh, well, hey y'all, we about to be out, but I just wanted to say this real quick. The Bears is
Yeah.